What's up, everybody? This is Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are one of 20 worldwide Martin Custom Shop expert dealers and one of only 5 Martin preferred online partners. So we bring you great Martin guitars, the greatest Martin guitars every day. Check out empiremusic.com for our entire selection. Know that we always do a full pro setup on everything we sell, dialing it in to its best playability. We're going to find you the right guitar because there are a huge selection, and we always want your trade-ins, so we can definitely talk to you about getting a trade-in out here to us to get your dream guitar. Today's a big day for us with this new exciting custom shop model. It's an Empire Music exclusive, the Empire Music spec'd out Martin Custom Shop 0028 Honduran Rosewood with an amber tone top. We only did 4 of these guitars. As a Martin Custom Shop expert dealer, we have a wood locker. And what does that mean? That means that we go to the factory a bunch of times a year. We hand select wood for projects that we want to work on. And sometimes we end up doing like a big run or a big order. And last year, Justin and I in June went out, June of 2024, went out to the factory and we spec'd out 99 guitars, which is really, really cool. This is a small 4-piece run with the amber tone top, so super exclusive. But we go through and we pick exclusive woods and make amazing designs with those woods that are available to us in our wood locker. This specific guitar with Honduran Rosewood is going to be a big part of our 2025 collection. Honduran Rosewood is something we really, really like. Martin had the ability to make about 40 to 50 guitars, and we took the whole run of Honduran to make guitars with them, so you're going to see that throughout the year. What makes this guitar really special and what makes Honduran special is first, its source. It's from Central America, right? So it's got a lot of characteristics of Central American tone woods, and it's compared to East Indian rosewood, which is a more dense rosewood, right? Really, really, absolutely visually striking. We handpick every piece that we use for the guitars. So it's just really important that we do that because for 2 reasons. First is the visual, right? Like it wants to be beautiful. Second, when you're at the custom shop level, each top, each back is selected and sorted by Martin. They're experts for the size of the guitar. If a piece is too flexible or not flexible enough, they'll say, hey, you can't make a dreadnought with this one. This has to be made for a double O or a triple O or an OM. Why that's really important is you're totally maximizing the experience. The custom shop takes each material and uses it to the fullest of its abilities, which is a lot different than production guitars where, production guitars, there's materials, the orders, guitars get made, and they're amazing. Martin makes great standard series guitars and production guitars. But what the custom shop allows for is a total squeezing out every inch of the possibility of the tone woods and the ingredients. So when we deliver the instrument, it's world class. Honduran we like because it's more dense than East Indian rosewood, and it gives you more clarity, more power, more overtones. And to me, it's like a woodier sounding version of rosewood. What does that mean? It has a low damping factor. When you play the guitar, you definitely feel a more percussive nature to it than East Indian. Justin's going to do a comparison of this and an East Indian rosewood 0028, so you can hear the 0028 standards will be much throatier and kind of syrupy through the lower end. Here, where you can get way more note separation, way more clarity. The mids are more balanced, so you get a smoother top to bottom design. Another cool part about this is that since we are really tight with the folks at Martin in production, we've known about the 2025 changes with golden era bracing for a pretty long time, definitely last June when we were out at the factory. And what did that allow us to do? That allowed us to use those specs as a base for this guitar. So included, as opposed to paying a bunch extra for golden era bracing and the golden era neck design, all those things, that was included in the design, which is really, really amazing. So we have a solid spruce top, we have the Honduran Rosewood back and sides, we have the golden era bracing, which is a more scalloped bracing. Definitely makes the guitar have way more overhead, way breathier, more broken in sound, extremely popular. We went with the authentic fingerboard thickness, so a little bit thinner fingerboard with a golden era neck profile with the taper, so super comfortable, vintage style tuners, ebony fingerboard and bridge, just a lights out guitar. What I noticed immediately about playing this instrument versus others is the projection. I mean, by having that denser back and sides, your top creates the sound, it's like you have that air that starts to move when you strum. It pushes off the back and pushes out. Well, having that harder back, that harder surface that the tone is traveling through, you get way more output with less work, which is a huge something noticeable right away. And that's also, again, where your clarity and your overtones come from. It's a more complex tone. We love Honduran. I mean, like, we just think it's amazing. It's extremely hard to source. And even a year later from the time that we basically spec those guitars, Martin has no Honduran to work with right now. So it's just a very, very complicated guitar to get your hands on because the material sourcing is so difficult. So let's check it out. We have, again, solid spruce top, Honduran Rosewood back and sides, golden era bracing. Now, if you watch my videos, I like to do dynamic range and in the mids of the guitar to show how the guitar sounds light attack to heavy attack, and then how the guitar sounds through the mids. I'm going to kind of preamble this here to look for. With the light touch, you're going to notice a ton of not only volume, but a ton of tone. A true testament to great bracing with great woods. As you open it up, the headroom thing on this is massive. But I also, like, the mids are to show how, when I play through the mids, it's to show you how even the guitar does or doesn't sound. This guitar sounds really even and the mids are really lively. But when I'm playing with the heavier attack, I want you to listen to that bottom end, and you're going to hear that low E notes and the low A notes hanging in there and being clean, but still be very powerful. And that isn't as much about the balance as the mids are. So let's go through it and see what you think. A really beautiful sounding guitar, super powerful. As you open this up, I mean, it plays huge. At the extremes, it really stands out because with that heavy attack, you're like, wow, this plays like almost in the dreadnought territory of output. And the light attack, it's all that character. Even through the mids, when you play through, the depth of the tone is very mature. It sounds like an old guitar that has a lot to say. There's a lot of note bloom when you hold the notes. Through the mids, I hit that first note, and it's just like, as you just hear it, it just kind of grows into something more interesting. And then as you play down through here, where it can get murky sometimes, for sure, you get tons of note separation, tons of clarity. Just a really, really impressive instrument. This is the Empire Music exclusive Martin Custom Shop 00028 with Honduran Rosewood back and sides. This has an amber tone top. Remember, we only made 4 with the amber tone tops. We're going to do 10 with the natural tops. They're available both ways. Very limited supply. We have golden era bracing, golden era neck design, custom shop hand selected woods from our wood locker, giving you not only the best materials, but the custom shop has the best luthiers and the most experienced team putting together the guitars, making sure they're dialed in, the bracing is totally maximized. Everything is just made to A+ spec. It's a world-class instrument. So reach out to Empire Music, check out empiremusic.com, see everything we have in stock from Martin Custom Shop. No, again, we take trade-ins. We always take trades. We can help you get a great guitar from us. We do a full pro setup, dialing in every guitar, making sure it plays the best it can. And we have a huge selection of only a handful of brands. So it doesn't mean we're gonna just get you any guitar. We're gonna get you a great guitar, but we're gonna get the right guitar for you. Really, really important. Check out empiremusic.com, chat with us through this site. If you haven't reached out, always feel free to give us a call. We're glad to help with questions. We're really excited to get you this guitar, part of our huge launch of our 2025 Martin Custom Shop collection. It's the Triple Wheel 28 with Honduran Rosewood and Ambertone back and sides. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. I'm Joe from Empire Music. Thanks for watching.